Hi, I'm Chef Jahnke, and today I want to show you how we can peel and deseed a Hass avocado and also a Criollo avocado. Avocado comes native from Central America and very classic in the Mexican area, and that's where we use it a lot in the Mexican cuisine. There's many varieties of avocados. There are some with a tough skin, like the very classic, which is the Hass avocado. That's also the most used for commercial use. Mexico, especially Uruapan in Michoacan, from there basically 80% of the world demand of avocados comes from that little town basically, and from the state in general. Of course, there are also other places in Mexico which grow avocados, and also of course in California, which actually sorts the other 20% of the international world amount. And of course there are lots of small individual farmers. Just in general, it's native here, and it comes from the Aztec word avocado, from the Nahua word. It's delicious fruit because we use it for lots of different preparation. Very interesting that we use it for actually more for salty preparation, actually for sweet, let's say, preparations. And there's, for example, here I have two varieties which are very classic. We have the Hass avocado and we have the Criollo avocado. Criollo has, for example, a higher water amount and less fat. That's what we kind of like on the Hass avocado. It's like a nice creamy because of the fat amount, which of course are also very healthy and nutritional fats. And beside that, well, there's so many dishes we know in the world which are of course now famous international, especially like the guacamole, which is of course based on avocado puree or mashed avocados added with some other ingredients. And just in general, we also can make, like I said, sweet ones. For example, I make avocado ice cream. I don't have to add cream to it because the avocado already has a very high fat amount, which gives me that creamy fat texture, which now I can make a lactose-free ice cream, for example, just using avocado, probably a bit of honey, maguey honey, to make it more native and more, let's say, natural. And in general, well, I think like we all love avocado. It's very popular. There's even like restaurants right now in the world who just dedicate to plates made with avocado. So the whole concept is all about avocado. And well, let me show you how we can actually take the skin out of those two different varieties because they're different, and also of course take the seed away. So here I have two different varieties of avocados. For example, this one, which has like a black skin, it starts off green getting black, but you also can find those same variety or different type of that same variety, which we call actually Criollo avocado, and that's one of the more native ones, and the skin is very thin. It's also an old remedy for parasites, so you can actually make a guacamole mashing the skin and eating the skin. Of course, you want to wash it before. And this one has a little higher water amount, less fat. That's why people don't like it always more than usually the Hass avocado. The Hass avocado of course has a thicker skin, and they also start of course green and will get black when they get into a riper texture, or like kind of like a purple red color. And the skin is tougher, which makes them of course easier to preserve them better and to also export, and they have a higher fat amount, and also, like, let's say, not such a huge seed, because there's some avocado varieties which have a huge seed inside and very small percentage of the meat amount. To cut them or to clean them, we want to take the skin off and we want to take the seed away. There's techniques with a spoon scooping them out, but usually you would lose a little bit of the meat, and we want to try to preserve that beside the outside of it, right next to the skin. It's where the most nutrient benefits are, and also it has a beautiful color, and we want to preserve that and the texture of it. So the best is like to pull off the skin, and I will show you a technique for that. I will use two knives for it. For example, it's a small knife. For the small knife, I will just use my fingertip to just leave a small distance of the tip of the knife to go around and to cut in one circle, just to mark the skin, so I can after pull off the skin very easily. And then I will take the other knife, the big knife, and will turn it around, and I will give it now the main cut, turning it around again. So now I can roll those or split those sizes in two halves very carefully, and then one I have the seed left, Now I take the back part of my knife, give it a little hit with it into the seed, turn it around and pull off the seed. And then after I can start taking off the skin, or I can also make it before, but first you want to take off the seed and then the skin. So well, let me show you how we do that. Thank you very much for watching my video today. I hope it was helpful or that you enjoyed it. I'm Chef David Jahnke. Hope to see you soon again.